toss, and they will defer to the second half. They had the simulated coin toss right now. I think they got everything taken care of before the main one here tonight. Raiders are on the far sideline in the white jerseys with the black numerals, black pants, black headgear with the Fire S. The Forest Park Rangers in the forest green jerseys, gold numerals, gold pants, and the gold Notre Dame helmets.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way they started with those gold helmets. I think the commish, Eric Ebelhair, said, I'm going to help start this program, and you're going to wear gold helmets.
There you go.
And they should.
Yep.
If it was up to me, they'd name this field after him for all that he did and his crew starting the football program here at Forest Park. And they did a great job when they kicked things off, the SP and F Youth Football League. And they didn't get in a hurry, and they built this thing up where right now Coach Wagner and Coach Foose, they have it going, and it's really cool. So the Rangers will receive to begin the ball game, as Eckert and also Begley will drop back deep. The Raiders will kick toward the east, toward the baseball field to begin this ball game. Leon will tee it up on the 40-yard line, and we are about ready for football here in Ferdinand.
Oh, what a nice job Jalen Leon has done for Southridge. I mean, he pretty much just places that wherever he wants to, and last week he showed that he can go ahead and kick it in the end zone, which is another awesome sight.
Yeah, had his first touchback of the season. Got a good turf roll, so we are ready to go here at Ranger Field on this Friday night. So Begley and Eckert again drop back deep for Forest Park. They're at about the 10-yard line. The Raider kick coverage team spreads out across the 35. Leon tees the ball up right in the middle of the field at the 40, and he will send it away, and we'll be having football. Here's the run up. The kick is short. Somebody else is going to have to come up and field it. Takes a big bounce. It's loose on the ground. I think Southridge came up with it.
They have.
Springer
Southridge has come up with the football, Kurt.
Springer picked it up on the kick, and that's how Southridge is going to start. Those kicks are live balls.
Well, I'll tell you, that took a wicked bounce. I mean, it really did. It had some backspin on it as well. And, again, Leon just placed it out perfectly, hit off of a Ranger, and there you go.
So Chase Taylor's going to bring his team out here. Ball on the right hash mark. Wibbler will go wide left. Gasser in a slot to the left side. A wing to the right for Taylor. He waits for the snap. Man in motion. Taylor will fake it. He'll go right up the middle. He's got running room. Gets to the outside.
Flag on the play.
He's knocked out of bounds down near the 12-yard line. And it'll be a hold on Southridge.
And it's usually the indication when they throw it into backfield like that, but nobody was going to catch him.
Yeah, we mentioned the rushing yardage of the backs, but Taylor has 408, or actually he has 761 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. So it's going to be backed up. Got a really quality officiating crew out of the Bedford-Mitchell area. They're going to mark the football back at the 36.5. For a 1st and 19 for Southridge. They get the break on the misplayed kick. I think last year there was one of those by Forest Park in this game at Raider Field. I've slept a few days, and we've had a lot of things go on since then. But
as did I, yeah.
So Wilkie will come wide to the left side. Yoakum lines up in the tight end spot to the right. Wing T formation in the gun. Here's the snap. It'll mix up in the backfield. Taylor keeps it, and he is going to be stood up and knocked down as Caden Bowman got to him in a hurry. Raiders had all kinds of trouble last week with that pistol snap. The snap was good, but the back and the quarterback ran into each other, and the ball spotted at the 40.
Well, Taylor fooled me once. You're not going to fool me twice here, and Rangers were all over that as, again, a loss of 2 on the play.
Horton goes wide to the left, ball on the right hash mark. Raiders in that pistol. Taylor sends a man in motion. It's Gasser. They'll give it to Gasser. He sweeps the left side, tries to find a crease, still on his feet, gets to the outside. He's down the near sideline. Stiff arm goes toward the end zone. He is going to be in for the score.
No flags on the play as 40 yards rumble for Camden Gasser.
So Gasser gets the touchdown, his 10th of the season, and the Raiders are on the board. So 2 plays and 29 yards on the drive, and now Jalen Leon on for the extra point attempt. Actually 40 yards on the drive.
Yep.
Gasser. Kick is up by Leon, and the kick is good. 7-0 Raiders. Here on the Judd Collin FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard. We'll step aside. We'll have more right after this. Back in Ferdinand, Leon to tee it up at the 40. The Rangers misplayed the opening kickoff. Let's see what they do here. Leon will tee it up. Here is the run-up by the Raider kicker. Another short kick. Forest Park will come up and field it, and it's Bowman across the way. He'll try to center the football, and he gets tackled at about the 27-yard line. So
Matt Altmaier on the tackle for Southridge. So Forest Park will start 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mark it at the 27. So the Rangers again have their first offensive play coming up. Ebelhair, the junior quarterback. Again, they'll send Butel here to the near side. Also a receiver to the far. They operate out of a wing set with Begley in the backfield. Ubelor gives it to Toby, and he goes left side, and he doesn't get much. The Raider defense, very stout all season long, and Forest Park tried to run left side, and the Raiders were right there.
Yeah, they don't give a whole lot up. They haven't, and, the record shows as well. Just very stout defensively.
7-0 Raiders on the Judd Collin FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard. Receiver comes here to the near. Receiver to the far. Ball on the left hash mark for Ebelhair. Waits for the snap. Gives it up the middle to Begley. Then he juts to the outside left side. Gets it across the 30 to about the 31.
Oh, that's just how strong this Raider interior is. They were in the backfield right by the handoff of Ebelhair. I mean,
you got to know where Begley is. He comes in at 985 yards. 3rd down and 5 from the 32. Receiver here to the near, one to the far, the short side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark for Ebelhair. He gets under center, waits for the snap, play action. Ebelhair's going to try to run to the outside, then cuts it back up the middle as they turn it back in. Wilkie did a nice job of creating the edge. Springer got to him, as did Quinn Barnett.
Yeah, just a host of Raiders there. Also Reed Schrader in on that tackle as well. So it is, that was a quick set of downs for Forest Park. So they will be punting it away, as it'll be, I believe, Caden Bowman.
Gasser will stand back at his 37-yard line. The snap is high. Bowman pulls it down. Nice wobbly kick here to the near side. Takes a huge Forest Park bounce. Gasser's going to field it. Has it at the 26 across the 30 here to the near side before the Rangers knock him out of bounds. And Southridge goes at it offensively.
Still pretty decent field position, about the 32-yard line. Southridge will start their second series here.
Raiders lead 7-0. We broadcast from the Toys Auto Parts of Huntingburg press box. Bo Rashi in on the stop on that special teams play for the Rangers. So Southridge, after the 40-yard run by Gasser to lead 7-0, will take the football. Now we've got the officials getting together.
I think they're going to possibly move the ball up a little bit. Nope, there they go. They were discussing where it actually went. A holding
on Southridge, so they will start in a little worse field position.
I did not see that.
That was kind of a put-together play. Gasser, after it bounced in Forest Park's favor, picked it up and tried to bring it upfield. They're going to start at their 21 for a 1st and 10. 9:13 to go here in the first half.
Already the second holding call of the game for Southridge, so they don't want to get into that scenario.
Wibbler wide to the right side. Once again, wing T with Springer on the shoulder of Taylor. Here's the snap. They're going to fake it to Gasser. Taylor tries the right side, lowers his shoulder, gets it across the 25 down to the 26.
Oh, he's such a bull. I mean, when he takes off with that football, gets about 7 yards on that opening carry.
knock on wood, we've had no bad exchanges. We went through that last week. That was brutal at times.
Yeah.
2nd down and 4 from the 27. Horton and Gasser come wide here to the near side. Kippenbrock the wing to the right side. Taylor waits for the football, gets it. He will give it to Springer. Springer gets the 1st down. He twists and turns out to the 34 of Southridge.
Again, Springer coming off of that 130-yard game last week against Heritage Hills and a couple touchdowns, and he gets the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders, already up 7-0 here in week number 9. We've made it to week number 9.
That's
we are
great.
all happy about that. Ball on the right hash mark. Hayes climbs up over the football. Wibbler and Gasser come here to the near side wide. Springer on the left shoulder of Taylor. Gets the snap. Play action. Taylor drops back and throw. Bombs it down the far sideline. Incomplete. Intended for Aiden Yoakum. And it was incomplete.
Yeah, just a little too heavy, a little too strong, and just couldn't quite reach it there. But, again, definitely had the distance.
So they tried for the shock play on 1st and 10. Now it is 2nd and 10. Football at the 34 of the Raiders. 7-0 Southridge. Again, ball on the right, hash mark toward the Raider bench. Wilkie and Gasser split off to the right. Kippenbrock, or left. Kippenbrock, the wing to the right. Taylor once again gets the ball. Little crisscross handoff. Here comes Kippenbrock to the near side. Out in the open. Kippenbrock to midfield. Down the near sideline before he's knocked down at about the 41 of Forest Park. Again, Rangers had to go chase him as Bo Rashi was one of the guys over there to make the stop.
Oh, nice run there by Kippy. As again had 58 yards last week and a touchdown, and looked very strong getting that big 1st down and more.
So Kippenbrock again had the interception, then ran it right in one play later last week from the 2. 1st and 10 Raiders in motion. Gasser. Camden's going to get it. He's going to use the halfback pass. Winds up, throws it down the far sideline. It's in the air. Incomplete. Intended for Wibbler inside the 5.
A little bit of trickery there as Raiders seeing what kind of arm Camden Gasser has.
Well, he's got an arm. We all know what kind of baseball player he is, so it's going to be now 2nd down and 10.
Raiders in Ranger territory once again at the 40.
So wing to the near side, 2 receivers to the far. Gasser in motion to the right side. They're going to fake it to him. Taylor right up the middle. He lowers his shoulder and gets down to the 25 for another Raider 1st down. And Taylor with 761 yards coming in, and he has gashed a lot of different defenses so far this season.
Yeah, he's on the verge of eclipsing the 1,000 mark.
At the quarterback spot, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
Wilkie wide right, Gasser and Kippenbrock the 2 wings. Taylor the quarterback. Sends Gasser in motion across the formation. It's Gasser on the jet sweep, tries to get to the outside right side, sidesteps a defender, then steps out of bounds.
But positive yardage there for Camden. Gets about, looks like 5 yards.
7:04 to go, first quarter. 7-0 Raiders on the Judd Collett FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard.
In the 2nd series for the Raiders, they are threatening once again.
So Southridge comes up. Caleb Wibbler wide left. Gasser and Kippenbrock the double wing. In the backfield, Springer with Taylor. Taylor sends Kippenbrock in motion. They fake it to him. Taylor right up the middle. He breaks a tackle, gets a little bit forward progress.
It'll be enough for the 1st.
He gets chopped down by Begley. Also up on the stop, Logan Ferguson for Forest Park.
Again, move the chains once again for the Raiders, as now they are in the red zone.
Ball down to the 14 of Forest Park. Raiders huddle up. Ball in the middle of the field from the 14. Horton goes wide left. Gasser and Kippenbrock the double wings. Hayes snaps the football. They'll give it to Springer. He tries the right side, cuts it up the hash mark, but the Rangers meet him on a nice defensive play.
Well, definitely a Rangers have keyed on Springer after his outstanding ball game last week. Does get about 4 yards on the play, maybe 3.
6:15 to go here in the first. 2nd down and 7 from the 11-yard line. Raiders once again deep in Ranger territory. Wilkie wide left. Yoakum is the tight end to the right side. In motion, Kippenbrock move motion to the right side. Taylor's going to run right in behind him, right side. Taylor right up the middle, stumbles down inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, really almost short of the goal line, actually.
Yeah, real short.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and goal now. 1st and 1. There you go, 1st and goal.
Ball on the right hash mark here. Let's see how the Raiders play it. They have gone under center at times out of this formation this year. Hayes will get up and climb over the football, but now they're going to stay in that pistol with 3 backs back there with Chase. Taylor takes the football, gives it to Springer, dives in from the right side. Touchdown, Raiders. Springer gets in from the 1.
This Raider club, I mean, they just they don't care who scores, who gets the ball, who has the most yardage. They're definitely team oriented, and it just shows it right there. Any one of them could have took the ball. Taylor could have took the ball after he marched him down, but it was Springer.
Here's the pass. It's on the tee. Leon swings his right leg. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Raiders 14, Rangers nothing on the Judd Collett FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard. We'll step aside. We'll have more high school football after this. Back to Ferdinand in the Toys Auto Parts of Huntingburg press box. Leon to kick things off. Here's the kick once again. It's short going towards Winkler. He'll run up on it. Tries to take it up the middle, but the Raiders special teams unit comes down and chops him down at the 30.
And a flag comes in deep in the backfield, so we'll see what happens.
And Raiders at Mount Vernon next Friday night. Rangers home with North Knox, sorting out the flag here. Rangers getting ready to go on for their second offensive set of the evening after punting to Southridge.
Now, I wasn't aware, but you had said something, but they at Mount Vernon do have turf now?
Yep, they have turf. North Posey has turf. So be playing on a turf field. This one will go against the Rangers. Back them up to the 20-yard line for a 1st and 10. And they'll send a receiver here to the near, one to the far. Double wings with Begley back behind Cooper Ebelhair. Ebelhair will take the snap. He'll go to Begley. He tries left side. Squirts forward to about the 24. So Begley gets the carry. Again.
Had a little bit of opening, did Begley, but it quickly shut down. Parker Kippenbrock on the tackle.
Kippenbrock came in with 49 tackles on the season. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 24. Receiver wide to the left, one here to the right. Double wing formation for Forest Park. In motion, Toby across the formation. It's Eckert. He gets the outside, but Wilkie comes in and grabs him by the ankle and knocks him down.
My goodness, Gabe Wilkie, he just shot in there and made a big-time tackle there on Eckert and threw him for a 2-yard loss.
Rangers behind the chains right now for a 3rd down and 8 at their own 22. 14-0 Southridge.
Again, just the quickness of this Southridge D here. They could have a great field position if they get another stop here.
Cooper under center, Begley right behind him. Ebelhair takes a snap, drops a throw, short drop. He is hit by Barnett. Ball loose as he fires it out to Eckert. It's incomplete. He kind of just flung it once Barnett had a hold of it.
Well, he flung it out there to Daniel Eckert. It was just a dead wobbly duck.
Get
right
it out
there.
of my hands.
Yes.
Cooper had no chance right there. Barnett got loose in the backfield. Now Bowman on to punt it away. Gasser will drop back at the 49 of Forest Park.
Should get prime field position once again.
Good snap. Here's the kick. Line drive kick. Gasser will field it at the 45, brings it to the midfield stripe, down the far sideline, gets to the outside near the Raider bench. He's still on his feet, spins. He got out of a tackle before he's finally driven out, down inside the 20.
Oh, he is so shifty, just so fun to watch. And, he's doing that all on his own as well.
Yeah, he sidestepped the defender and stayed in bounds and got about 15 to 20 more yards. It's down to the 18 of Forest Park. 14-0 Raiders here. So Southridge leading 14-0, 3:49 to go here in the first quarter. Wibbler wide left. Wing T formation. Taylor with Springer in the backfield. Taylor sends Kippenbrock in move motion to the right side. Taylor's going to drop back to throw down the far sideline. Gasser adjusts. Touchdown Raiders. Gasser holds it in.
As you said, you had to adjust a little bit, but just kind of maneuvered his body, turned the other direction, and there the ball is, and right in his hands. So 20-0 Southridge as Leon for the point after.
So the first play after the punt return down to the 18-yard strike from Taylor to Gasser. Taylor's 9th touchdown of the season. Here's the snap. It's down on the tee. The kick by Leon is up, and the kick is good. Raiders 21, Rangers nothing on the Judd Collett FC Tucker MD Realtor scoreboard. We'll have more high school football after this. Forest Park 21-0 Raiders. Leon will kick it off once again. He's popped it up to Winkler a couple of times. Here's this kick, and he's going to do it again. Winkler's going to field it, take it to the far sideline, and he gets hammered right away. Or make it somebody else over there. They switched, and see who was over there.
It was actually for Southridge, Caleb Kramer coming in there. The 6'1 sophomore made a nice hit on Winkler.
Till was the guy they switched. He and Winkler, and same kick, same placement by Leon right there on the pop-up, and it's going to be at the 27.
Well, Kurt, all season long for Southridge, this special teams has just been outstanding.
Winkler here to the near side. Receiver to the far. Ebelhair will give it to Begley. He'll try the outside, and the Raiders stack him up. 8 or 9 Raiders right there.
Well, point blank, Forest Park just can't hold out this defense of Southridge. I mean, they're getting in there big time, really basically almost before the handoff.
Yeah, they're right there. So football at the 27 still for a 2nd and 10. Ball at the middle of the field. Butel Cubs here to the near side. Receiver to the far. Double wing for Cooper Ebelhair. Looks over the formation. He wants to pass. Heavy rush. Throws it here to the sideline. He's got a man. And nice catch as Toby, I should say, makes the catch.
It looked like it was almost going to be a screen pass by Ebelhair, but anyway, did find Toby here on the right side, and it was kind of wobbly at best as well with the Raiders in a hot pursuit, but gained 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Ball at the 33. Receiver to the left, one here to the near. Wing for the Rangers. Ebelhair sends Eckert in motion across the formation. Cooper drops the throw, and the whistle blows. Be some motion, perhaps. That's exactly right on Forest Park, so it'll back them up 5. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
The Rangers look like they were possibly going to get their first down, but another penalty.
Goes back to the 28-yard line. Raiders 21, Rangers nothing. And Ebelhair came in throwing for 411 yards. 3rd down and 9, 2:53 to go here.
But this is a different animal when you're talking about Southridge.
Winkler goes wide to the left. Double wing, Ebelhair wants to throw, looks to the left side. He throws it out there, picked off by Nykum. He's going to house it. Nykum down the far sideline, touchdown Raiders, his second of the season, as he got one last week on a tip, and he takes it to the house.
Just playing center field did Nykum, and once he saw it, he jumped on that, and I tell you, it was Katie by the door. Another score for Southridge, 27 points here in the first quarter. Wow.
So Nykum takes it back, and now Leon back on for another extra point attempt. So Nykum gets, again, his second pick of the season. Here's the snap. Leon puts a foot into it. He drives it into the Rangers student section. Raiders 28, Rangers nothing on the Judd Cowett FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard. We'll have more high school football after this. Back to Forest Park, Raiders 28, Rangers nothing, as Leon will fire it up, and he'll kick the ball once again to the far sideline. And here comes Winkler. He tries to get out of trouble. Jax Nykum had a hold of him, and he gets it out across the 25 to the 26.
Well, that's 4 straight times now that Leon has kicked the Winkler. And gets a decent run back this time.
So the Forest Park Rangers down here, 28-0. Ball resting at the 26 on the left hash. Yet to go into Raider territory. Receiver to the left, receiver here to the near. Double wing for the Rangers offensively here. They snap down in motion is Eckert. They give it to him on a sweep. He's got some good running room. Gets to the outside, breaks a tackle all the way out to the 35-yard line of Forest Park.
Yeah, first really positive that the Rangers have had. A nice run by Eckert. Gained nearly 8 yards on the play.
The rivalry games tonight, of course, the SIAC is filled with rivalry games. Right down the road at Jasper, the Wildcats lead the Owls 14-0 in that season ender. Of course, you got Central North, Mater Dei Rights, Memorial Castle, Bossy Harrison. Once again, Forest Park comes up, double wing formation. They're going to give it right to Begley, but he's quickly stopped, but they knock him forward, so he gets a little extra in there as Forest Park got in there for a nice little gain, and the Raiders get in there to knock him down as Matt Altmaier once again. Again, Adam Yoakum not playing. Fuller's in there as well. Flan's not in action tonight as well. Those should be back soon. 1st and 10 from the 37. Once again, double wing for Forest Park. Ebelhair gets under center, takes a football. He's going to run to the left side, now cuts it back up the middle, and Gabe Wilkie gets to him at the 39. Maybe a gain of 2 or maybe out to the 40.
Well, Forest Park are trying to get into Raider territory. Have not been there as of yet. Got a minute 50 here in the first quarter. It's been all Southridge thus far, 28-0.
2nd down and 7. Football resting at the 40, right in the middle of the field here at Forest Park. Rangers come up. Begley is the fullback right behind the quarterback, Ebelhair. Receivers to the left and right as well as the slot. Ebelhair retreats back, throw, heavy rush. Gets hit as he throws, complete right down the middle. The Rangers have it down at the 45 of Southridge as Butel hauls it in.
My goodness, Reed Schrader, he gave Ebelhair a heck of a punch there, but that ball just, who'd you say caught it? Just landed in his hands.
Yeah, Cooper got it away. He hung in there. Yep. So it's going to be a 1st down Rangers, 1st and 10 at the 45.
But he paid the price on that throw.
Receiver to the left. That's Begley now, and he gets ripped down by Parker Kippenbrock after a very short game.
Right. Kippenbrock, also Aiden Yoakum in there on the stop.
2nd and 9, under 50 to play here in the first quarter. 28-0 Raiders. So Forest Park comes up. Wire, the center. Receiver here to the near. Butel. Winkler to the left side. Double wing with the fullback, Begley. Evil Hair sends a man in motion. They're going to give it to Begley right up the middle, and he gets shoestring tackled as he squirted through the line by Gabe Wilkie.
Yeah, Gabe Wilkie, a nice tackle right there. After Begley kind of got behind him, but he was able to, as you said, shoestring, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
So a quarter played here at Forest Park. Raiders lead 28-0 on the Judd Cowan FC Tucker MG Realtors. Scoreboard, we'll step aside. We'll have more high school football right after this. Forest Park 28-0. Raiders after one quarter of play.
Well, the Rangers do get into Southridge territory as they shift sides now, so to speak, change a quarter.
So they're faced with a 3rd down and 7 here. So we are ready for the second quarter. Forest Park has the ball on the right hash from the 42. Double wing, Eckert and Toby. Here's the play. They will give it to Eckert, and he goes right side, not much there. He stumbles forward.
Well, the Raiders' opponent next week, Mount Vernon, they lead early in the first quarter over Washington. Lead to Hatchet 7-0.
So it'll be 4th down and 7 here as Bowman on to punt here. He's going to drop back at his 44. Camden Gasser, who has returned a couple tonight. Back to receive. Here's the kick. Goes to the right side of the field, takes a Ranger bounce, and Southridge will get away from it. It's going to be a touchback, though, as Gasser let it go, and the Raiders will bring it out to their own 20, leading 28-0.
Was a nice punt there by Bowman for Forest Park, but again, just glided into the end zone, but barely.
So 1st and 10 at the 20. Raiders back on to the field here offensively. Right in the middle of the field, the ball put at the 20. Wibbler comes here to the near side. Gasser and Kippenbrock, the double wing formation. They sent a man in motion. It's going to be Springer left side. He's out in the open. He's got a first down and more. Gets by a defender, still on his feet. Drags defenders all the way across the 45 to the 47 of the Raiders.
Oh, such a smooth runner is Springer, and he gets it all the way down to the 47-yard line of Forest Park.
Just underway, second quarter, 28-0 Raiders over Forest Park. Rangers winners of 3 straight. They come in at 6-2. Raiders trying to get that undefeated regular season. Gasser and Kippenbrock, the 2 wings. Taylor, the quarterback, sends Kippenbrock in motion. They'll give it to him. He tries to sweep the left side, gets the corner turn. He's got a first down. He's down inside the 40 to about the Ranger 38-yard line.
Oh, just another nice run by Kippenbrock. Once he got that first defender beat there, he had a little room to roam on that left sideline, and he took advantage and got another first down.
Raiders 28, Rangers nothing. 1st and 10. Raiders at the Forest Park 38. 10:27 to go, second quarter. Gabe Wilkie comes wide right. Yoakum, the tight end, to the left side. Here's the snap. They will give it to Gasser. He gets to the outside, then gets dropped down. Nice tackle at the 36-yard line. Looked like he would go for more, but he was driven down by Moya.
Also, Bo Rashi.
Right.
Bo Rashi was in there to kind of a shoestring. It's a second shoestring reference.
Yeah, Clayton Brahmas there, too. So that's a pretty good tackle in the open field. So it's 2nd down and 7 from the 41. Or make it the 36-yard line. 30-something on the board. Here's a snap. Taylor wants to throw, gets a grip on the football, throws it a slant to Wibbler. He's got it. Wibbler out in the open. He carries it inside the 20 to down to the 19-yard line. Caleb Wibbler gets his second catch of the season on a nice hookup from Taylor to Wibbler. Taylor just stood in there and waited for Wibbler to slant.
Kurt, that is my all-time favorite play in football is the slant. We don't do that very much here, but when it's done, it makes me smile. And I'll tell you what, I love that. And, again, just a beautiful pitch and catch right there to Wibbler.
1st and 10 from the 18 for Southridge. Gasser comes wide to the right side. Taylor in that pistol. Takes the football, gives it to Kippenbrock. Left side, cuts it back up the middle. Kippenbrock gets it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, the Rangers just getting a heavy dose of what kind of backs the Raiders actually have here. And, again, they're sharing the wealth as well, from Springer to Kippenbrock.
Tired of that, you get some Gasser, and after that, you get some Taylor.
There you go.
2nd down and 2 from
Pick
the 10.
your poison.
They've done this to about everybody on the schedule.
Right.
It's just not that Forest Park's playing bad or this, that, and the other. The Raider running game's been on point. Gasser wide to the right side. Got a slot to the left as well. Taylor takes the football, wants to throw, gets flush to the pocket, throws it for Gasser in the corner of the end zone. Nice catch by Gasser. Touchdown Raiders on a little flag route in the back of the end zone.
I just wondered how much room he had to roam. He didn't have a whole heck of a lot, but he led him perfectly, did Taylor. And it's another score on the board for Southridge.
So the second connection for Taylor and Gasser to give the Raiders another score here with 8:26 to go in the second.
Well, Leon back for a point after. He has been perfect here tonight.
So the Raiders march at 80 yards. Here's the kick by Leon. It's in the air towards the school. It's up and good. Raiders 35. Rangers nothing here with 8:26 to go in the second. We'll take a break. We'll have more after this. Welcome back. 35-0 Raiders here with 8:26 to go in the first half. Leon to kick things off again for Southridge. Puts a foot into it again. Same place.
Yep.
Here comes Forest Park. Winkler fields it. He gets knocked down. I believe it's Kramer on special teams.
Yep.
Caleb Kramer makes the stop. And that's where the Rangers will go to work here. They got some work to do. The clock will run continuously in the second half. If the team, Southridge, is up by 35, Rangers will try to stop that by getting on the board here. So
the Raiders are at that point right now, 35 points.
So the ball on the left hash mark for Forest Park. Ebelhair will send Butel to the fire. Winkler here to the near. Double wing formation. Begley, their workhorse, right behind Cooper in the backfield. Eckert across the formation. They'll give it to Begley right up the middle. He drags Raider defenders on a nice run outside the 35 to about the 37.
Yeah, he's had a nice season for Ross Foos's bunch here. And I tell you, once he gets a little momentum going, I mean, he's a bear to bring down, Begley.
Yeah, I want to see somebody keep him off the small school all-conference team.
Yep.
He's been the main guy for this Forest Park team. 2nd down and 2. He's played well against every defense so far this season. Same formation for Forest Park. They snap down in motion Toby. They give it to him. He tries to cut up the middle. He gets it across the 40 to the 41. He's got first down yardage.
Yep. Now we got looks like maybe a cramp. We'll see. We got a Ranger. Yeah, he's going to get up. And I was looking at one of the linemen, Caleb Moya. But he is back in there, yeah.
7:35 to go until halftime. Again, we'll have a Colts update. Earlier today, it didn't look like the Colts might be playing football, but they had some false positives as far as COVID-19 testing, and they're good to go Sunday against the Bengals. 1st and 10 Rangers. Wing formation. Begley in the backfield. Toby in motion. They'll give it to Begley up the middle. He twists and turns. He's out in the open. He cuts it down the middle of the field. Now the ball is loose. The Raiders go back to get it. And the Rangers come up with it. Trailing the play was Butel. and he saved a turnover there after a huge run by Begley. He just kept on going after he fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
And Butel was trailing the play nicely, and it's all the way out to the 39 for a Forest Park first down into Raider territory.
Right. It looked like he was maybe on his way to score and just lost the ball while running.
1st and 10 from the 39. Good play by Butel. Wing for the Rangers with Begley at fullback. Ebelhair takes the snap. He'll fake it. He tries to go up the middle. The Raiders get him and knock him down as they stop him right there. Southridge was right there, and he had no room to run. And once again, it was Matt Altmaier, the 5'11", 174-pound junior, to spill him.
Matt Altmaier has really come into his own last few games as well.
Again, with Adam Yoakum out and Flans out, some other guys had to step up. It's 2nd down and 12. Raiders up 35-0. Rangers a little bit of a momentum grab right here. Receiver left, receiver right. Double wing for Ebelhair. Steps under center, sends a man in motion. They'll give it up the middle to Begley. He's quickly stopped that time by Reed Schrader.
Yeah, Reed Schrader, quick, and I mean quick in there, and really gains 1 yard at best as he was still in the backfield. Call it 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 there in Raider territory, so I'd imagine they would perhaps go for it. Down 35-0, 5:43 to go here in the first half. Ball on the left hash toward Ross Foose and the Ranger bench. Moya and Eckert, the double wing. Ebelhair has a moment with Begley in the backfield, now climbs under center. The junior signal caller waits for the snap, gets it, play action, drops back a throw, throws it right down the middle of the field. It's up in the air, incomplete. Gasser was back there, and he looked like Gasser was the intended receiver the way he was running after it.
Right.
But it was incomplete as Ebelhair aired it out from the 40.
So that'll be a 4th down. So more than likely, Caden Bowman again.
Yeah, they're going to punt. I thought they might try to go for it, but they're trying to pin the Raiders back here.
Well, that by far the best chance for Forest Park to score there. That was a welcoming drive for them. Stalled once again.
Good snap. Bowman from the midfield stripe puts a line drive into it. Far sideline. Gasser will pick it up. He tries to make a move, made a guy miss. Tries to go to the far sideline. He's still on his feet, twists and turns before he finally gets chopped down as he tried to take it back as Ethan Beckman went down on special teams to make the stop for the Rangers.
Our Gasser, he's just incredible. I mean, just so fun to watch, and we're definitely going to miss him when he graduates. But he just makes things happen out there. Basically nothing was there, and he made the most of it. Got it up to the 22.
So 1st and 10, Raiders leading 35-0 on the Judd Kylett FC Tucker M-Gear Realtor scoreboard. Wibbler comes here to the near side. Taylor is the quarterback. He's in the pistol in motion. Gasser across the formation. They'll give it up the middle of Springer. He's out in the clear, and he gets it all the way out to the 34-yard line of Forest Park. Gain of about 12.
Yep, move the chains once again as the Raiders trying to yet put another one on the board here before the half.
Raiders on top 35-0. Again, we'll talk Colts football at the half. The Bengals in to Lucas Oil Stadium. So the Raiders will bring Horton here to the near. Gasser is a slot to the near. Wing Kippenbrock to the right side of the formation. Taylor takes the football, gives it to Springer. He gets to the outside. Springer's got first down yardage all the way out to the 45-yard line of Southridge. So they just keep on moving those sticks. Again, got a break right off the bat as they kicked the Forest Park. The Rangers didn't field it, and they went right down to score. And the Rangers have been playing uphill since that time.
Well, Raiders have been kicking to that same individual every time the Raiders would score. Kick it to the Winkler.
Once again, pistol for Southridge. In motion, Gasser across the formation. It's Springer, still on his feet. He carries a defender across the midfield stripe down to the 47 of Forest Park.
I think the main thing you want to look at, too, I think on both sides of the ledgers, obviously we don't want anybody to get hurt here in a game like this. It is really getting out of hand and getting out of hand quickly. I know Coach B will be subbing here and getting some other guys into the ball game, but, that's the main thing. I mean, Rangers play North Knox and the Raiders next week, Mount Vernon.
So wing tee for Southridge. Pistol for Taylor. Gasser in motion across the formation. They'll give it to Gasser. Tries to get to the outside. Gets the corner turned down to the 40. All the way down to the 30-yard line before he gets knocked out of bounds. Another Raider first down. Gasser once again turns it on once he gets around end.
Yeah, he's just a magician there. He's just, you can't do anything about that speed of his. And not a lot of teams have been able to solve the problem here this year.
Gets it down. They're going to mark it at the 31 where he stepped out of bounds. 35-0 Raiders. 3:38 to go here in the first half. Rangers again are winners of 3 straight. Horton and Gasser split to the left side. The tight end Yoakum here to the near with Kippenbrock. Taylor takes the football, gives it to Springer. Right tackle. He's up the numbers. Gets it down to the 21 before he is chopped down. 3:27 to go here in the half. Notre Dame tomorrow as well here on WBDC, 2:30 against the Louisville Cardinals. Irish dumped Florida State in their return after a couple of weeks off last Saturday.
I guess the Big Ten starts next week.
Yeah, they've waited, and finally next week it will happen.
Yep.
So Wilkie goes wide to the left side. Kippenbrock the wing to the near. Gasser the wing to the far. Taylor sends Kippenbrock in motion. Springer right up the middle. He stumbles forward, gets it down to the 15.
No, actually, that was Reed Schrader.
Oh, Reed 22 or 28.
28.
22. So Reed into the game. So he is carrying the football. He was in the lineup a lot when Kippenbrock was injured earlier.
Yeah, earlier in the season, and then did a nice job.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. So Southridge moving once again. Yoakum, the tight end to the left side, or actually to the right side. Wibbler, a slot to the left. In motion, Kippenbrock across the formation. They'll give it to Parker, but Begley wraps him up in the backfield. Good tackle by Jake Begley behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that just showed his proudness right there. Begley, he was he had Parker's number for sure. Threw him for a big time loss in the backfield, a loss of 5.
2nd down and 15.
Really nice play by Begley.
1:53 to go. Ball back to the 20. Begley shed the blockers. Elijah Horton wide to the right side. Again, Schrader back there with Taylor. Taylor waits for the football. Crisscross handoff to Gasser. He runs right into traffic, and a stout front line for the Rangers knocks him back.
A nice play for Forest Park. Caleb Moya in that interior there. And they even lose some more, the Raiders do.
35-0 here.
Loss of 1 on the play.
3rd down and 16 from the 21. So the Raiders huddle up. Play clock down to 15. So Kippenbrock, Gasser the wings, Schrader on the left shoulder of Taylor in motion. Kippenbrock. Taylor drops the throw, lobs it down the field. It's in the air, incomplete, intended for Wibbler as Ferguson was back there on the coverage. Good coverage by the Rangers. It'll bring up 4th down.
This looks kind of interesting because they are bringing out Leon, and he may try to kick one here.
He has not attempted a field goal this year. It's going to be a long one. He's going to put it down.
32-yarder maybe? I'll see longer than that.
He's going to spot it at the 28-yard line. So a 38-yard field goal with Gasser to hold. Here's the pass. It's down on the tee. The kick by Leon is way short, and the Rangers will take over, holding Southridge for the first time tonight.
It was online, just a little short, and that was his, as you said, the first attempt of the year field goal.
Ball will be put at the 20-yard line as the Rangers hold up right there on a couple of good defensive plays. Begley had one, and then the interior in the middle of that defensive line had one on a crisscross play.
Right,
So here comes
Moya did a nice job as well. So that was a really nice defensive stand for Forest Park. They need to get their offensive going here.
So Forest Park comes up, Eckert and Toby, the two wings, Begley, the fullback. Ebelhair sends Eckert in motion. Ebelhair drops the throw, gets hit as he throws, ball up in the air, and Gasser will pick it off over his shoulder and brings it to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Now brings it here to the near side, makes a man miss. He gets it at the 40. He gets it down to the 30. He's down the sideline before getting knocked out of bounds as Gasser went back to get it, his fourth pick of the season, which is a team lead.
Numerous flags down there.
Yeah. So probably on the run back, I would assume that he was aided by some blocking mistakes, and that happens sometimes in a fire drill situation.
There was an unbelievable wall for him on this right side that Southridge hooked up on. But it's going to be coming back anyway as a holding call on the Raiders.
Wilkie nearly got home on Ebelhair, and the ball was floated down the middle as Cooper aired it out, but Gasser went back and over the shouldered it.
And just like I said, just played a little center field right there. He saw it going up, and he was basically the only one back there and was able to get it.
Cats on top of the Owls, 21-0. Here comes Taylor. Ball at the 41. Taylor drops the throw, sets up a middle screen to Springer. He's got it. He takes it to the far sideline. He tries to get out in the open, and he's chopped out at the 30 for a gain of 16 on the play.
A nice screen pass there, middle screen to Springer. And we're going to have a timeout, Southridge.
Raiders take the timeout. 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Leading Forest Park 35-0. We'll step aside and we'll have more after this. Ranger Field, 1st and 10. Raiders at the 31. Nykum in at a wing to the right side. Raiders take the football. They give it up the middle to Springer. He breaks a tackle. He's right down the middle, still on his feet. It takes a bunch of Rangers to finally bring him down inside the 10.
Kurt, he took a big-time shot in that middle of that defense there on the front line of Forest Park. Two guys, but he was able to elude that and just keep those legs churning.
So 1st and goal at the 8, another timeout for Southridge. We'll take one with them. Raiders on top, 35-0. We'll break. We'll have more after this. Kurt Gooksell, Scott Salmon back to Ferdinand. Raiders have it 1st and goal at the 8. Taylor in the pistol. Retreats back to throw. Steps up, throws it toward the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Gasser. Daniel Eckert back on the coverage. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. 7 seconds to go here in the half. Raiders trying to hook up and get a pass here completed. 2nd and goal from the 8. Raiders huddle up again, throwing the football. They'll have perhaps another play if they don't get this one, but running the football, unless they punch it in, it'd probably be the end of the half. Horton goes wide to the right side. Nykum the wing to the right. Gasser the wing to the left. Taylor takes the football once again. Has a lot of time. Steps up, throws it down the middle. Incomplete. Overshot Nykum into the end zone. And with 2.6 seconds to go, the Raiders will have another crack at it.
That was a nice play as from the wing there. Nykum got around his defender, and he was wide open, but the pass clearly sailed above him.
So 3rd down and goal from the 8. And I believe Leon will come on. Nope, they're going to go. Yeah, Leon's going to be on here. This one a little bit more manageable. It'll be a 25-yard field goal. Gasser to hold. Here's a pass. It's down on the tee. The kick is up by Jalen, and the kick is good. So he bangs home a 25-yarder as time expires, and Southridge leads here at the intermission, 38-0.
Boy, just a tremendous output for Southridge here as they, I know that wasn't really one of their goals to be 9-0 on the on the campaign, but they'll definitely take that. I know they got a lot of other things on their mind as well. Obviously, the tournament and right now, again, as I alluded to a moment ago, just don't want to get anybody hurt here, and see a lot of guys that are probably. A lot of reserves that'll probably be seeing some action here in this one as well. Well, it's guaranteed now to have a running clock here in the second half.
Yeah, the Raiders have got all their JV guys dressed. They've also have some freshmen that they will dress here from now on into the playoffs. So they'll have a lot of guys at their disposal with quarters as well here late in the season and into the playoffs. So the Raiders here at the intermission lead 38-0 over the Forest Park Rangers on the Judd Collett FC Tucker MG Realtor scoreboard. Of course, Judd Collett all season long sponsors our scoreboard. He's your Huntingburg hometown realtor. And if you're buying or selling a home or just land or anything else that you need to purchase as far as real estate is concerned, contact Judd Collett at huntingburghomes.com. Also, Raider football tonight brought to you by B&A Construction and Design. Any kind of construction project that you need or you're thinking about, give the guys and gals at B&A Construction and Design a call at 812-683-4600 or stop by and see them on Highway 64 in Huntingburg. So the Raiders lead here 38-0. We're broadcasting live from the Toys Auto Parts of Huntingburg press box. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Colts preview as the Colts battle the Bengals on Sunday at Lucas Oil Stadium. Raiders 38, Rangers 0. We'll step aside and we'll have our halftime right after this. Welcome back to Forest Park. Raiders on top 38-0 here at the break. Scott takes a look at some of the first half stats.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Raiders really showing why they're one of the top teams in Class 3A for sure, as really just domination here in this first half of play. The Raiders with 310 total yards here in that first half. Forest Park 69. In leading rusher, first of all, rushing Southridge with 249 yards to 48 for Forest Park, and the bulk of the 48 for Forest Park coming from their fine senior in Jake Bagley. He has 9 carries for 42 yards. But for Southridge, again, spreading the wealth once again and leading the way once again, like last week, Matt Springer in that first half, 9 carries for 100 yards even and a touchdown. Camden Gasser, he had 5 touches of the pigskin for 63 yards and a couple touchdowns. And also Parker Kippenbrock running hard as usual once again, 4 carries for 44 yards. But I guess the big thing to take away from this is Forest Park with their 3 turnovers here in the ball game as we start the second half.
So the Rangers will kick things off to Southridge. Camden Gasser back deep. Spencer Wolf will be on for the first time tonight to kick it off, or actually I think it's going to be Bowman kicking it off, and it is. Bowman angles it to the near side, fielded at the 20 by Springer. He takes it up the middle. Springer gets stood up and then knocked down by Winkler at the 35-yard line. So Southridge takes over for a 1st and 10, up 35-0. Again, the clock is in motion here in the second half.
Well, not yet. It will be after the snap. After he winds it.
There they go.
There it goes, yep.
So the Raiders will come up as Carson Niehaus will be the new quarterback for the Raiders. Nykum the wing to the right, Gasser in motion. They're going to fake it to Gasser. Niehaus right up the middle, but Jake Begley there to make the stop for Forest Park. Also in on the stop for the Rangers is Clayton Brahmas.
Well, he's not quite the bruising runner that Taylor is back there, but does get a couple positive yards there.
So Horton will go wide to the right side. Gasser and Nykum are the wings. Springer on the shoulder of Niehaus. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gasser. He's going to sweep the right side. Tries to put on a move. Does. and steps out of bounds at
And-
about the 45.
And a late flag comes in, so we could have a late hit here because gas. We'll see what the call is going to be. Yep.
So Ross Foose wants to yell at his guys, say, we're not going to do that.
No, see, Gasser was pretty much out of bounds already when he took a shot. And as you said, Ross wasn't brought up that way, and he's not happy.
So they're going to mark that football all the way up to the 42-yard line. So those personal fouls are big ones. 38-0 Raiders, 10:04 to go here in the third quarter. Running clock right now.
Now it's first down on the Ranger 41-yard line. Yeah, might have been.
As you said, a running clock in the other part of the county as well as Jasper winning big.
Fuller, the slot to the near side. Niehaus, the quarterback, takes the football. We'll give it to Springer, right side. Springer again lunges forward, gets it to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. So the Raiders moving the ball here in the opening possession, already starting to sub down. The new quarterback into the game is Carson Niehaus. We'll see Levi Nykum there probably as well here in the second half. So the Raiders come up. Wibbler wide to the near side. Fuller the slot to the near side. Nykum the wing to the right. Niehaus the quarterback. Sends Nykum in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Carson's going to take it. He lowers his shoulder. He gets down to the 25-yard line.
I think Carson he has a lot of speed back there and picked up about 9 yards on that play. First down, Southridge.
Raiders head to Mount Vernon. Looks like they'll be undefeated in the regular season, the first ever undefeated regular season. Looks like Coach B will get that 76 win going past Coach Hanner as the all-time winningest Southridge coach. First and 10 at the 25. Horton goes wide to the left. Fuller and Nykum, the double wing. Fuller in move motion to the right side. Niehaus is going to take it right up the middle. Raiders just keeping it on the ground. Nykum a couple there. 7:59 to go here in the third quarter. Raiders again continue to move guys in and out of that lineup, especially along the offensive line. Jackson Nicholson will go in there, as will Altmaier.
They're almost all the starters have vanquished here in the Raider, except still got the center yet. Hayes is still there.
Xavier Horton is on the right shoulder of Niehaus. He takes a snap, gives it to Keenan Fuller, gets a nice kick-out block by Nykum. He cuts it up the numbers before getting stood up down around the 15 or 16.
Kurt, I'll tell you what, I have just loved watching Keenan Fuller play. I know he's playing the numbers game this year with what type of backs the Raiders have on this team, but he is fun to watch as well.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. Got into the end zone a couple of games ago. Third down and 1 at the 15-yard line. Raiders come up the line of scrimmage. Wibbler wide to the left side. Horton again in the backfield with Niehaus. Carson sends Nykum in motion across the formation. It's Xavier Horton right up the middle, but Begley and crew get to him for little or no gain. We're just about midway through this third quarter with the clock running and the Raiders on top, 38-0.
Well, Forest Park does a nice job in that interior, and the front four there, and also their linebacker crew.
Ball at the 14 for a first and 10. They move the sticks. 14 on the play clock. Raiders in no hurry. They're just coming up to the line of scrimmage. Elijah Horton wide to the left side. Double wing, Fuller and Nykum. Nykem in motion to the left side. They're going to fake it. Niehaus is going to try to get to the left side, but he's quickly stood up and dropped by the Rangers. Once again, Clayton Brahmas from that end spot came up to wipe him out.
Maybe a couple yards there. It was a hard-fought 2 yards as well.
38-0 Raiders. 5:30 to go, third quarter. Raiders on their opening possession of the second half. Again, starting to sprinkle in JV guys here at this time of the game. 2nd and 9 from the 13. Again, Wilkie goes wide left. He's into the game. Raiders come up. Once again, Niehaus in the pistol. Fuller in move motion to the right side. Niehaus once again going to pitch it back to Xavier Horton. He breaks a tackle, skirts a little forward down toward the far sideline to the right side. Broke a tackle on option look and gets a couple.
Forest Park just tackled too high right there on Horton. Had him stop for just a minute or so, but then he was able to shake it loose and get some positive yardage.
3rd down and 4 from the 8-yard line. Raiders driving again here to start the third quarter. So they come up. Here's the snap. Niehaus takes it, goes left side, and he gets a couple as he dives forward.
Going to be close to the first down, but it's going to be just maybe a yard.
4th and 1 with under 4 to play.
See what the Niehaus and company are going to call as here comes the play in from the sideline.
Raiders get that play in. See what they do here. Niehaus comes up, play clock down to 9. Carson in the pistol. Fuller in move motion to the right. He stops. Niehaus runs right in behind him. He goes forward. Like he's going to have the first down inside the 3.
How's your Dolphins doing this year?
They just won a big one last week.
Yeah.
They crushed the 49ers.
I just saw where Livian Bell, he was actually contemplating, he thought about maybe going to the Dolphins.
Gobbled up by the Chiefs.
Yeah. It would have put a smile on, I'd say, yours and Joe Bartle's face.
Yeah. All the good players you can get.
Yep.
Keaton Allen into the game. He'll be the tight end to the left side, a freshman for the Raiders. Niehaus back in the pistol. Man in motion. It's Nykem. He tries to go to the left side. He squirts forward. He's going to be down near the 1. He already had a pick 6 earlier in the game.
That would be a first in his career if he could punch one in here.
So 2nd down and goal at the 1, 2:27 to go here in this third quarter. So the Raiders come up. Carson at quarterback. Xavier Horton back there with him. Fuller in motion to the right side. Now we've got a whistle. Probably movement on Southridge.
Yep.
Back them up here down on the goal line. False start. Southridge.
Taking back 5.
Raiders won't probably mind that. They'll mind it, but that just keeps the clock's going to run and backs them up a little bit. 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Get Scotty home early.
Ball resting at the 6 with the Raiders leading at 38-0. Keaton Allen brings in the play, gives it to Niehaus, and Allen will go wide to the right side. Niehaus is the quarterback for the Raiders. Sends Fuller in motion. It's going to be Carson right up the middle. He goes down again inside the 5 to about the 2 or 3. 1:08 to go. The Raiders have amassed this whole quarter by themselves on offense. The Rangers did not touch the ball here in the third quarter.
Well, again, and aided by the running clock, but
Yeah.
you got that right. It's exclusively been Southridge, and they will run it out.
3rd and goal at the 3-yard line. That giant pole is now in my way. Niehaus
I'll take it down.
takes the football, gives it to Fuller. He'll sweep the right side. Keenan goes toward the end zone. Good defense by the Rangers. They keep him out, and that could be the last play of the third quarter. So Raiders lead 38-0 here, and will probably have to switch ends for this 4th and goal at the 2.
Yeah, it's 12 seconds, 11, 10. I think they're just going to let it run here. They're standing in the huddle, and it'll end the quarter.
Raiders 38, Rangers nothing on the Judd Collett FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard. We'll take a break, and we'll have more after this. Back for the fourth quarter, Raiders have the football, 4th down and 2 at the 2. So the Raiders come up here to start the fourth quarter. Clock is getting ready to run. Officials saying start it, and they finally get it cranked up. Niehaus has run the football a lot here. Horton back there with him, Xavier Horton. Here's the play. Niehaus is going to try left side, and he will get stopped by Jake Begley. Came in, or actually somebody else in there coming up to spoil him, and that was Bo Rashi. 49 instead of 45. So the Rangers will take over on downs. Again, the Raiders have all the points they need. So it was just Niehaus trying to go up the middle, and the Rangers make the stop. Now Forest Park will be at it offensively.
They're getting all new jerseys out there for Southridge. So a lot of, it's always good experience.
So the Rangers get the ball, and they have put together a good season. They'll be 6-3, back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in school history. And they've had a nice season, and they're doing a really nice job with this PAC split, large school, small school.
And I don't know what's going on out there.
Getting the team set out there on the field.
Oh, well, look down here. You got your yard markers. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're having a party up the way.
So now they
lost track of
reset the chains. So Ebelhair will be back at quarterback. Sends a man in motion. They go right up the middle to a new man into the game for Forest Park as Austin Hopenjans carries the ball.
Yeah, I think the chain gang thought, well, if we have a running clock, I guess you don't need us either. They actually came from the other side and started running down.
My question, were they there on that 4th down play? I didn't even bother to look over there. They might have been down on the other end. But it's 4th and 2, and they do that. There was 4th and goal, and you really don't need them down there once you're in the goal line area. Ebelhair sends a man in motion. Once again, it's Hopenjans. He tries the right side, but the Raider reserves step up there and knock him back. So Raiders have Juan Mendoza into the game for Southridge along that defensive line.
Also, Eric Venegas is in there as well. He's the big nose right there.
Also for the Raiders, Luke Meyer in.
Yep.
Fusler into the game. He plays center as well for Southridge.
Levi Nykum.
New linebacking core. Man in motion once again. It's to the outside. And getting to the outside is Butel for Forest Park.
Butel is going to have the first down for the Rangers. 9:14 to play here in this one.
38-0 Raiders here. Broadcasting live from the Toys Auto Parts of Huntingburg press box high above Ranger Field. And the Raiders enjoying a big win. They're going to go to 9-0 on the season.
Never happened before.
Always had the 10-game season, and the last several years, the 9-game season. Man in motion. Ebelhair will give it here to the near side, and the Raiders knock the ball carrier down at the 25 as Henry Hagedorn Jr. gets the carry.
We talk about the 9-0 for Southridge, and I thought that was kind of neat as we have a holding call in Forest Park. Last week, these guys were able to, well, actually, they were kind of, the fans were able to see it anyway. The 50th anniversary of the 1970 Huntingburg Happy Hunters that went 9-1 and the first PAC champions was pretty neat.
Yeah, that was cool.
They need more of that.
Yeah, I like that. So that holding penalty backs Forest Park, knocks them back at the 10. 8 minutes to go in this one. Evil Hair under center. Takes a snap. Goes to Beckman into the game for the Rangers. So a new ball carrier for Forest Park that time. Ethan Beckman, a junior. Forest Park going to play North Knox, and I can venture to say, as long as they keep on going in the playoffs, they will not see a team like Southridge the rest of the way. Normally, these two would be sectional combatants, but Southridge is in the success factor, that ridiculous success factor.
Yeah.
So Evil Hair back under center. Sends the man in motion. They'll give it to Butel, but he's quickly wrapped up. He tried to go to the right side, but the Raiders, Anthony Laughlin, came up to make the stop, a sophomore.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, the success factor. And again, we're a school of 514, and you're just penalizing schools.
Yeah, for teams that play with their own kids that don't bring them in from anywhere else or across the city. That's not what this rule was meant to be for, but it's sad in the various sports. It's happened to a lot of teams around here. Here's the snap, and Evil Hair throws it to the near sideline. Nobody home on a 3rd and 17 with 6:34 to go. So it looks like Forest Park will have to boot it away. Again, the Ranger girls and boys soccer teams in action tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Got cross-country regional tomorrow at Crawford County.
Tennis, too? Is there tennis going on?
Jasper won their tennis state semifinal. Jasper girls are involved in soccer and volleyball. Forest Park goes up to Eastern Green to play volleyball, so a lot going on.
Levi Nycom is going to return this one.
He's still on his feet, then gets slung around. And the Rangers' field goal and extra point kicker is Spencer Wolf, and he is a 3-sport fall athlete.
Whew.
So last Friday, he kicked extra points in the Rangers game against Pike Central.
Okay.
Got up, won the cross-country sectional at VUJ.
Nice.
And his dad's a coach, good cross-country program. His mom, Carrie, the real athlete, the former Ranger and USI basketball
And I bet he
star.
plays soccer.
And he kicked a goal or had a goal in the Rangers soccer win. So, I mean, you talk about busy and doing it at a high level. So, great work by Spencer. Again, football, then cross-country, and then the soccer. And Spencer, for the most of this game, has been sitting on the bench, not standing, kind of getting off his feet for the big run tomorrow down at Crawford County.
Why didn't he play tennis, too?
I'm sure Coach Blessinger would like to have him. Rangers run the defense out there, and the ball carried by Xavier Horton. But that's pretty cool. A lot of times you get some two-sport athletes, but Spencer doing all three, which is really neat.
Well, and then to have it all in the same type of year, you see guys a lot of times in 3 sports, obviously, but, it's spread around. But in the same season, that's tough.
Keaton Allen's going to come wide here to the right side. Joe Whitty is the wing to the right side. Man in motion. Here's a snap, and Levi pulls it down and gets it down to the 34. A lot of the Raider reserves into the game. Obviously, all this second half. Again, they had the football the whole third quarter.
Yep.
So Southridge comes up. Double wing. Man in motion across the formation. Bad snap. Nycom's just going to have to jump on it back at the 44. Raiders lead 38-0 with 3:38 to go in this game.
Yeah.
Again, Rangers will retool for North Knox. We've seen North Knox down through the years. In fact, the Rangers got knocked out by the Warriors last year, but I think the Rangers are a little bit more equipped this year with some of the guys that they got, a much stronger team. So that should be a battle out here next Friday.
Oh, without a doubt. Again, having them here at home will definitely help, and they'll retool and get back at it once again.
So Keaton Allen wide to the left side. Nykum on a fourth down sends Woody in motion across the formation. Another high snap. Levi pulls it down. He goes forward, and they'll turn the ball over on downs to Forest Park for the final 2:56 to go. Again, this game really it got out of hand, but it didn't. The Raiders, again, subbed down right at the beginning of the third quarter, and a lot of respect between the two coaches. Of course, Coach Foose, a former Raider, and played with Raider OC Brad Ohanian, and played under Coach Winkler when Coach Winkler was an assistant under Coach Hanner. So you knew this wasn't going to get totally out of hand, and that's exactly how it's played out tonight. So Forest Park will take back over at the 39. And
again, each coach has got so much respect for each other.
So the Rangers will have Hagedorn at quarterback. He'll give it up to an up man. We got a flag down. Buddy Trent Seitzinger over there throws the flag with 2 minutes to go in the game. I'm going to have to text him about that after the game.
That.
He must not have anything to do the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a quality tournament crew here with Darren Wagner and Hammond and Greg Hammond and Trent Seitzinger and his crew. See them a lot in basketball as well. Trent was a great host to us a couple of years ago when we went to Mitchell for the baseball sectional.
Right.
Had a lot of fun up there in the field named after his dad, Gary, up there at Mitchell.
And they are going to stop the clock. Injury. We've got a Ranger. Looks like he's holding his arm of some sort.
So the Ranger medical staff or training staff goes out. Coach B as well. Coach B is masked up, and Coach B is in long pants tonight. Got the sweet Adidas Raider hoodie and sweatpants from Adidas and EI Sports.
And again, Coach B loves kids as well, and he was one of the first out there to check on that Ranger gentleman there.
So the clock will stop with 1:32 to go. We have a 38-0 Raider advantage. We'll wrap things up quickly after the game on 18 WJTS and then get on to our radio post-game show. So Southridge will go to 9-0.
Yeah, he's that Ranger. You can't tell if it's a leg or arm or whatever because they're kind of holding him up as they.
So hopefully, player will be all right. Moving to this sideline here. I have to get a number. His number's covered up right now.
I think it's 72. Roland Sayre, a freshman.
So now the play back in with the minute 32. Hagedorn takes the football, gives it up the middle, and once again the Raiders quickly there to make the stop. Beckman gets the call, and Laughlin on the stop. 1:16 to play.
Well, I hear the hooping and hollering over at Southridge. I think it's realization has set in. The first 9-0 season in Southridge history.
Had Caden Nykum playing, now Cameron Nykum into the secondary as well. So the brothers Nykum get an opportunity to play on the same field together. Now the ball is loose, and Hagedorn will quickly go back and pick it up, and that'll perhaps be the end of this ball game.
I think the Rangers will probably just stand back there and watch this one wind down. We'll see here. They're kind of looking to the sideline. Do we want to run one more play?
So that'll be it tonight here at Forest Park. The Raiders 38, the Rangers nothing here on the Judd Collett FC Tucker Emge Realtor scoreboard. Rangers 6-3 on the regular season. The Raiders finished their first undefeated campaign at 9-0. It's going to wrap things up on 18 WJTS television. Appreciate that here this evening.